Particular Baptists were deeply indebted to the Reformation. Indeed, you could regard the Particular Baptists as the people who took the principles of the Reformation of the 16th century further and further and further. Many of the reformers of the church who wanted to abandon Catholic teaching because they felt that it didn't accord with the scriptures in the 16th century remained in the Church of England. And many in the Church of England wanted to push it further in a reform direction away from Roman Catholic teaching. But some of those who were wanting to go further, and they were normally called Puritans, wanted to reform the church more rigorously, and they were called Presbyterians. And some of them began to think that Presbyterianism was not the right way of ordering the church, but that each church should be autonomous, governing itself, and they became independents. And some of the independents began to ask, now, why should we baptize infants? There doesn't seem to be anything about that in the Bible. Baptism is the expression of faith that is heartfelt and real. And so they became Baptists. Now, that development from the Reformation is a trajectory gradually over time which led to the Particular Baptists. On the one hand, there's John Smith, sometimes called Smythe, but the name was probably pronounced Smith, who went to the Netherlands at the start of the 17th century, and there encountered the Anabaptists who had a non-Calvinist theology. He moved towards Calvinism, away from Calvinism to their theology when he accepted believers' baptism. But he had been a Calvinist, so he looked back to the Reformation as the start of his pilgrimage, and from them sprang the General Baptists. But amongst the Particular Baptists, who were Calvinists, there was a sense that they were simply pushing the Reformation further on the principles associated with John Calvin and the other reformers to their logical conclusion. And that's true of the main church, sometimes called the Jacob, Lathrop, Jesse Church, because they were successive ministers of the church, which became the first fully grown Baptist church in the 1630s. And by 1644, the time of the first Particular Baptist confession, there were 6 of those churches, and from there the Particular Baptist movement spread. The 1689 confession, which became the most influential Particular Baptist statement of faith subsequently, also regarded itself as the culmination of the process of Reformation. The roots of the Particular Baptists definitely were in that Reformation.